You know what I really hope, like, more than anything, is that I hope people are enjoying the journey as much as I am, right? Like, I am enjoying the fuck out of this journey that I call life. I was just watching this old video of mine, and I used to do these, like, becoming a modern day shaman update videos. I haven't done an update since 2016. And I was thinking about doing an update, but then I decided to make this video instead, which, you know, I was just sitting here thinking, well, this whole thing has become this beautiful journey where I'm watching an old video of me, but as I'm listening to me talk, I'm like, it's not the same man that's talking to you right now. You know, I was still young, I'm still young now, but, like, I guess what I realized is, like, so back then I was doing all these, I was just getting to try these things. At this point in my life, when I made the video I was watching, which is this, but when I was watching that video, I said I did LSD 4 times, so at that point I only did LSD 4 times, did DMT hundreds of times. I was on this journey and I just tried Kratom. So then I was talking about in this video how Kratom opened my mind up to other plants and herbs and made me realize, well, shamans didn't just use psychedelics, right? They used plants and herbs, and it was the balance between the plants and the psychedelics that allowed them to have the whole shamanic practice. I think when you just use psychedelics, you're only getting one aspect of it. But I'm going to make a separate video about that, like the becoming a modern day shaman update. But this shit really had me thinking that I've been enjoying the fuck out of this. Like, I don't not enjoy I don't even know how to fucking explain this shit. That, like, I've been poor a majority of my life. I'm still had the time of my fucking life. Probably had more fun than most people who are wealthy. Because the goal has never been money. The goal has been happiness. It's been peace, contentment, feeling alive. Those are my goals, right? So I do the things that make me feel alive. And now that it's like, okay, I'm on this financial journey now. First it was a psychedelic journey, spiritual journey, learned the whole psychedelic world and all that other shit. Really, at first it was a musical journey. From like 11 years old, I had to learn music. So then I learned music and learned how to make like digital music and the music I wanted to make, and went on that whole journey. But the whole fucking time my life has been a journey. Even before I knew what the word journey meant, it was a journey. It was a journey from 11 years old, you know, until now that I'm 27. It was a journey learning how to make music. It was a journey because in the beginning, you know, I had the studio, I was recording, you know, all my friends' music, and I was the one that, you know, was doing the sound engineering and all that other shit, and but it was a journey learning that, and like I had the time of my life. Some of the greatest moments as a teenager were back when I had the studio and I would record people's music, and they would come in the studio. I'd have like 15 people in the studio a day, like, because people would bring their entourage with them of people, and we'd all just smoke, get high, make music. It was fucking awesome. Like, had a bunch of, like, had women in the studio sometimes. You know, sometimes these women would be shirtless, making out with each other on the couch. Like, it was fucking awesome, right? But I'm looking at it like, okay, at that time, it wasn't about us trying to make it, right? We was just in the studio, having the time of our lives, putting our souls into the music and having fun and having that healthy competition where it's like one dude hopped on a song and I'm like, yo, you ain't gonna show me out on my song, bro. So then I gotta show my best, or vice versa. I hop on one of my homies' songs and like then they make a dope verse because I made a dope verse, and like we just pushed each other, and the whole environment, the whole thing was fucking amazing. Like, I had the time of my life. The whole psychedelic journey, right? Yeah, I've taken it very spiritual and very serious, but not that serious. Like, I never take it as serious. I never take it too seriously because I need to make sure I'm having the time of my life, right? Like, I have the time of my life getting ripped apart on psychedelics. That's why I don't have bad trips, because I enjoy those moments. I enjoy falling. I enjoy failing. I enjoy I enjoy trying to do something and then it not happening, because I'm not going to stop trying. I'm just going to try a different way. But, like, because I'm having fun. And the only time I'll stop trying is if it's no longer fun. But a majority of what I'm doing is so fucking fun trying to do this thing that it's not about doing the thing. I don't need to finish, because I'm fucking great. It's amazing that, like, I was able to even try. And the things I became this man that I never thought I could be. I have full control over my own emotions, my own feeling, my own spiritual whatever the fuck. And now I'm on this journey to get my financial situation, you know, a little better, and, like, go for things and just do my thing and just try all the things that I want to try and do all the things that I want to do, and or at least attempt to. And I'm just having fun doing it, right? You know how many musicians are sitting there making music like, oh, I hope this song does so good. I need it to do good. I'm gonna make it. Like, I don't do that shit anymore. I let go of that. I let go of that, oh, I need to make it, or I need to be famous, or my music's gonna blow up, or my YouTube channel, I'm gonna get 1 million subscribers, or, like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I really don't. I really don't. I need some of y'all help, probably, because I'm gonna, like, generally start asking you guys, you know, share, comment, like, you know, the whole thing, because the problem is I don't care. I care about having fun, and this is an issue in the world, because there's this conflict between some people believe that, you know, you shouldn't necessarily base your life around fun or whatever the fuck, that you have your responsibilities, you have this, you have that. But I refuse to be that boring fucking black, white, and gray fucking human being. Like, no. I'm the soul that I am, and I refuse to compromise my soul for society, for normal, for whatever the fuck, right? People sacrifice their soul for the money. You know, I know what that means now. There is no devil. I don't believe in the fucking devil, because I done did psychedelics so many times. I've seen God and angels and entities and beings, but I ain't never met no devil. But you know what the fuck the devil actually is? When you sell your soul for money, it means that you did something to get money that didn't fit right with your soul, right? Like, I will never do something for money that does not fit right with my soul. So it's like, I'll never sell my soul for money. I'll never sell my soul for any of that shit, because I refuse to lose my peace for anybody. I refuse to lose my happiness for anybody. Fuck that. You know how long it took me to figure out how to get rid of my anxiety, my depression? I used to self-harm. I got a bunch of scars on my thighs. Like, do you understand how long it took me to deal with those problems? To face those problems? To fix them? But it was the journey of me attempting to fix them that made it even better for me to do it. Because I'm already addicted to the journey. I'm like, give me a fucking challenge, because I will literally have the time of my life trying to accomplish that challenge. Like, I guarantee I got more dopamine, serotonin flushes happening from me trying to do things than most humans get when they actually win. Right? Like, I bet I feel better trying to win than most people do when they actually win. And this is what this video was really about. That's what the whole 9 minutes I was trying to fucking say. I was trying to say that I'm having so much fun doing this. I'm having so much fun trying to make an NFT. It's the reason why I did not use a generator NFT thing. Like, where you just put the things in and it automatically generates like 1,000, 10,000 of your NFT things. No, I'm having fun individually making every individual one. Every little design on the NFTs that I'm working on, I decided to put that there. It was my mind that decided to, some of them are gifts, some of them are not, some of them are you know, different colors. Some of them, all of it was my ideas, right? Because I'm having fun taking my ideas and making them reality. While other people are looking at this shit as like a way to make some quick money, right? Like, I'm having fun trying this shit. Just like a lot of people look at business as like a way to make some quick money. You start a business, you start selling stuff, and fuck yeah, you're making some money. Now you don't have to work a job and whatever. But I actually enjoy, like, learning. So, like, I enjoy the fact that I got into business in 2017 with no business experience whatsoever. No one around me has ever, like, taught me about business. No one ever mentioned it. Like, I didn't even know what taxes were. Like, I thought taxes were the things you get back, you know, during, like, you know, February type shit, February, March. I thought you get your taxes back, and that's what taxes were. Or, you know, you get an 8-cent tax when you buy something for $1 or whatever. I didn't understand any of that. But I had the time of my life learning it. I didn't understand business, so I got into it and I failed. But that was awesome. Like, it was fucking awesome because I got to fail. And I got to end up homeless. And I had to go move back in with my mom. But then eventually I got this apartment. And then, like, so many failures happened since then. But I'm still right here. And I'm right here, a wiser, more educated, more powerful man than I would have been if I didn't go through what I went through. So, I have this perspective that allows me to go through so much hard times, but still, I don't know, smile because I'm enjoying this shit. I enjoy a challenge, right? The way I look at this is you have those human beings that play a video game on easy, and you got those human beings that play the video game on expert. I am the human being that is playing this video game on expert, even though I have the skills of a human being that plays on easy. That's the reality I'm in. But I'm having fun because it is just a fucking game. I know humans don't want to realize this shit. That God, the soul, the fucking one, the being, whatever the fuck, is just it created this whole thing. Because, for the same reason why we create video games, because it's just a fractal of itself. It is just the microcosm and the macrocosm. So, like, we create video games, we create VR, so we can get lost in it and have the time of our life. And the universe did the same thing, and we call it life. But we get so caught up in the game, just like we all know those human beings that play the video game that sit there like this and then they lose and they're like, oh fuck man, what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. You got those people and they're so into the game that they take it so seriously that they forgot it was a game, so then they let their emotions actually get upset, and then they let like the game consume them and it destroys their mood for a second. But I'm telling you that the universe we live in is very similar to that. That it's just consciousness is in your body, and your body is like the avatar for the physical third-dimensional world we live in. But the whole, me even just saying that, what the fuck I just said, was, it took me years of a psychedelic journey to even gain any understanding of what the fuck I be saying, right? So it's not like I randomly said this shit or I randomly researched. Like, a lot of the information I got from my own psychedelic experiences. I got from me working on this shit for years, whether it was working on music for 15 years, whether it's I've been on the psychedelic journey for 8 years, whether it's, all of these journeys, all these different things in my life is a journey because I made it that way. I made it that way. I made it that way because I figured I'll enjoy my life better if I make it a journey than if I'm just like, I don't know how else to look at life anymore, right? So I don't know how other people look at their life. But if you don't look at your life like a journey, it might end up boring. And like, I'm gonna tell you, my life is so exhilarating, exciting, so fucking awesome that I don't remember the last time I was bored. I have my NFT projects, I have 2 albums I'm working on, like, I have all this music, I got beats for sale that I'm working on like my contract for my NFT project, and I'm working on my other NFT project, and I'm working on my other side hustle, and I'm working on this, and I'm working on that. But all of it, I hate the word working on, because as much as I'm working on all these things, I'm playing with all these things. Like, I don't know if this philosophy will work for everybody, but I know it works for me. That, like, I don't take things so seriously. I don't care if I fail. I really don't. I don't give a fuck if I end up homeless. I don't give a fuck if I don't care about not having food. You know, I've been poor before. So, like, I have not had food often, right? Like, I don't fucking know. And yeah, to other human beings who have been able to live a more privileged life, and not privileged in a negative way, just a more privileged life, to maybe never be able to think, well, you know what it's like to go without food or be homeless or this or that. So, like, I don't know. I've been to the bottom, so I'm like, that ain't that bad. It's not as bad as people think. It's really not. People are just so comfortable in their privilege, and that's okay, because I'm hoping that the whole planet becomes privileged eventually, and then NFTs and Web 3.0 and the whole thing changes the world forever with financially and whatever the fuck. But I've just had fun learning the journey, right? Just learning. I'm just enjoying my life, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. That everything that happened in my life was fucking amazing. Like, I don't look at life the same way as other people. Like, I have problems, failures, like, setbacks, disappointments, whatever the fuck. I got a lot of shit. But it was all beautifully put together for me to be right where I am right now. For me to be right here where I am right now. I don't give a fuck about what I have physically. I really don't. Like, people who think physical matters, I guarantee they're fucking miserable, weak-minded human beings. Like, it's not, because it's why I can take everything away from me, and I'm still me, right? I will always be me, and that is a power that I've worked on for years, because I'm on this journey, and the journey that I'm on, like, it was from psychedelics to learning to self-education to spirituality, meditation, gaining control of my mind, making it a goal, like a life's journey for me to stop self-harming, because I used to self-harm. And I would look at myself in the mirror like, bro, you need to stop this shit. Like, it's not okay. Like, if you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, fucking scream. But stop harming yourself type shit. So I had to have these real fucking conversations with myself. Those things that are usually hard for people, or people don't like it because it's uncomfortable or it's hard for them. I love that shit. Like, this sounds fucking weird, but like, I love the fact that I had a self-harming problem, because it gave me something to fucking get over, something to fix, an obstacle to be like, I got this. Fuck that. Because that's the type of man that I am. That's the type of mindset I have. I'm not... You give me a bunch of obstacles and problems, I will figure out a way to get over every single fucking one of them. And I'll figure out a way to smile while I'm getting over every fucking single one of them, right? I don't know. I'm having fun. I'm having fun becoming the man that I was always meant to be. Because what the fuck did you think you came to Earth for? I think this is why humans get so, like... or whatever when something goes wrong. It's like they expected everything to go right. Like, I don't know, maybe it was all my DMT experiences that made me realize, it's supposed to be chaotic. It's supposed to be the way it is. I know everyone's like, why would God allow the way the world is, or whatever? Because it's not as bad as we think. Because we don't understand what's going on. And because we don't understand what's going on, it looks bad. Because we don't understand what's going on, the poverty, the war, the plastic in the oceans, the technology, like, things look bad. It's not as bad as it looks because we don't understand, we don't even understand what we're looking at. So, because we don't understand what we're looking at, it's not as bad as it looks. Because, like I said, we don't know what we're looking at. But it's this thing that I've realized, well, my life has been the most exciting fucking journey that I could have ever asked for. And that was my thing. If you don't put your life in your hands. It is in the hands of the world around you. The hands of your parents, your friends, your boss, your religion, your whatever. Fuck that. My life, my responsibility. So, I made sure that my happiness, my responsibility, right? My peace, my responsibility. My life, my responsibility. And I made my life into a journey where I wanted to enjoy it, learn, explore, become a psychedelic explorer, explore the other dimensions. I wanted to learn techniques on how to make it easier for myself to learn and pull out information from the psychedelic world. I wanted to learn how to travel into that world because there's a whole world in there. I know it's not just colors and a drug experience. I understand the whole shamanic history behind psychedelics, and I made that my life's purpose. But then, like right now, my life's purpose is, well, I need to learn finances a little better, and I need to learn this and this, but I'm enjoying every moment of this, learning how to become me. I'm not attached to really anything, really. Like, I feel like I'm addicted to kratom and I smoke weed and shit because if I didn't, I'd float the fuck away. Like, because I would have, it's like I make these goals and these things that I want to do in my life, and I live that way, like a very goal, dream-oriented person, because I could sit here and just go move to the jungle with a shaman, and that y'all would never hear from me again. Like, I'd make sure I'm alive, but, like, I would go live with a shaman, drink ayahuasca, and my family would never hear from me again. Like, it's this weird thing. And when I get old, that's probably what I'll do. So, when I get old, you guys will see, if you're still here with me for this journey, you will see that I am probably going to go move to some place with real shamans so I can learn their perspective and so I can show them my perspective. And, because I got this thing with, when I did ayahuasca, where it was like, this information, we think that the natives have it. We think that, we think that somebody has it. Nobody has it, and it's being lost over time because people have it in their minds that the only people that have it are the Native Americans, or I don't know, it's this weird thing. That's a whole nother video. That the natives are not the owners of ayahuasca. Like, they might have created the brew, but they don't own the brew, and they don't it's the same thing that, Albert Hoffman might have created LSD, but there are humans that have mastered LSD more than he ever did. So, sometimes the creators aren't always the masters of these things, but, so I think that ayahuasca, DMT, psychedelics in general, we're all putting our piece to the puzzle into this thing. And the Native Americans just have one piece. The modern American, modern day shamans have another piece. And yeah, but this has just been my life, right? This has been my journey. And since I decided to take my life this way when I was 20, I'm 27. It was the best decision I have ever made. The best decision I ever made. Like, I can't explain it, that there's been so many problems, so many issues, so many whatever. It has not been a smooth fucking ride. But it has been a beautiful journey. And I would never, I wouldn't change a fucking thing. Nothing. Nothing. Because every bad moment, every moment where I sat here and cried myself to sleep, all of those moments are beautiful. Because they built the man that's talking to you. And the man that's talking to you feels so alive, so peaceful, so fucking whatever the fuck, that I never even thought this was possible. I went on the journey thinking, yeah, it's possible to learn. I was thinking, I'm going to learn other dimensions and how to travel and how to talk to entities and talking to dead people and, travel in the spirit world. I was like, yeah, that's possible. But it wasn't in my mind that it would be possible to be as centered as I am, because it just was an impossible idea for me back then. I was dealing with an anger issue. I was dealing with just a lot of things I was dealing with back then. And like, I'm like, wow. My mind is silent when I want it to be. I have so much self-discipline to be able to sit here and work on my projects with nobody pushing me, right? I have so much whatever the fuck to what I want to do because it all makes me feel alive. I'm chasing this feeling of feeling alive. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck I went with this video, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, for real. Video went a little all over the place more than I wanted it to, but that's okay. It's just a journey.